Two train tickets dated for a Sunday. We never got around to taking that ride. I kept the second one inside my paperback, somewhere between the chapters where he died. It's stamped and printed, still unused, a seat that's waiting next to mine. I read that book 100 times since then, always stopping on the same line. Two train tickets, one still folded, marking a page I never finished reading. A trip we planned but never boarded, a love that stayed at the platform, still believing. 아직까지 서 있어요, watching a train that already left without me. Sometimes I think about buying a new one, going alone to wherever we were headed. But some journeys are better left unopened. Some tickets are just for the promise, not the destination. It's stamped and printed, still unused, a seat that's waiting next to mine. I read that book 100 times since then, always stopping on the same line. Two train tickets, one still folded, marking a page I never finished reading. A trip we planned but never boarded, a love that stayed at the platform, still believing. 아직까지 서 있어요, watching a train that already left without me. 이제 다음 장을 읽어볼게요, not because the story doesn't hurt, but because I bought my own ticket somewhere. And I think I'm finally ready to depart. One train ticket, mine now, only not marking a page, just marking today. A trip I'm finally taking alone, and I think that's okay. 아직까지 서 있던 나는, learning how to walk the other way. Two umbrellas by the door, still standing. One you never got the chance to use. I keep them clean, I keep them ready for a rain that never brings back you. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need two umbrellas, one is you and one is just for show. But I keep them folded gently, like our love in a story I still don't let go. I still leave a space for you to know. The shop still has the one that matches, sitting quiet in the window every day. I never bought another color. Some part of me still walks the old way. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need to that space for me instead. I still call your old number sometimes, just to hear you say you can't come to the phone. Your voice hasn't changed, even though your number's dead. The strangers picked it up, but the greeting stayed your own. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. I know one day they'll give the number to someone else, and that recording will finally disappear for good. So tonight I'm calling one more time just to hear it, not to leave a message, just to be understood. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. 이제 마지막으로 들을게요, not because I need to hear it anymore, just because some goodbyes deserve one more play before I close that door. Last voicemail greeting is something I don't need to keep calling for. I hear it once more and let it ring out, and I don't dial that number anymore. 그 목소리는 이제 living somewhere I don't have to call to find. The recipe still says serves two. I never got around to writing it for one. I have the rice, but somehow double the portion. Like muscle memory hasn't noticed you're gone. I set 2 plates most every evening, then quietly put the second one away. Maybe I'm not cooking for you anymore. Maybe I just don't know another way. This recipe was always for 2. I don't know how to shrink it down to 1. I keep the extra plate in the cupboard, like dinner's not really dinner till it's done. 둘이 먹던 습관은 still setting a place for someone who won't come. Sometimes I invite a friend over just because, just so the second plate has somewhere to go. Not because I'm lonely, or maybe I am, but at least the food doesn't go to waste, you know. I set 2 plates most every evening, then quietly put the second one away. Maybe I'm not cooking for you anymore. Maybe I just don't know another way. This recipe like dinner's not really dinner till it's done. Tootie 먹던 습관은 still setting a place for someone who won't come. 오늘은 하나만 차릴게요. Not because I stopped loving how we ate, just because one plate done well can still taste like something great. This recipe's finally just for one, and it still tastes just as sweet. I think I finally learned how to fill a table meant for only me. 혼자서도 괜찮아요. Cooking a life-size just right piece. Your side of the closet's still empty, or hangers swaying when I close the door. I never filled it up with something else, like leaving space keeps you here even more. I open it sometimes just to see the outline of the shirts that used to hang. Funny how an empty space can still feel full when it's the last thing left of everything we had. Your side of the closet isn't waiting for you to hang your coat again. It's just an empty rack of quiet hangers, marking where a life together used to begin. 아직 비어 있어요, holding a shape that isn't there to hold anymore. Sometimes I think about filling it with my own things, just to stop the wire from swaying in the draft. But some part of me still isn't ready to take up space where your side used to last. I open it sometimes just to see the outline of the shirts that used to hang. Funny how an empty space can still feel full when it's the last thing left of everything we had. Your side of the closet isn't waiting for you to hang your coat again. It's just an empty rack of quiet hangers, marking where a life together used to begin. 아직 비어 있어요, holding a shape that isn't there to hold anymore. 오늘은 내 옷을 걸어볼게요, not to erase the shape you left behind, just because a closet's meant for living. And I think it's time I claimed what's mine. Your side of the closet finally has some color in it now, not because I forgot you were ever there, but because I learned to take up room somehow. 아직 남아있던 나는 finally filling in what's mine to fill. There's a night still saved in my call log. 3 attempts and none of them went through. 2 a.m. my better than two. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. Sometimes I open up the log by accident, see the timestamp and remember how it felt. 3 tries, 3 reasons I put the phone down. Maybe some love's better left unspelled. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. 잊어질 수 있을 것 같아요. Not because I stopped caring at all, just because I don't need proof anymore that I almost made that call. No more calls at 2 a.m., no more numbers I'm too scared to send. I finally cleared the log tonight and left a little room for it to end. 급함은 아직도 mine to keep but not mine to defend. I still make your side of the bed every morning, smooth the sheet like you might come home tonight. Been folding corners for a love that isn't sleeping. Under a blanket I keep pulling tight. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. Your side still smells like laundry, not like you. Funny how a habit outlives a name. I used to think that letting go meant losing. Now I think it's just changing how I stay the same. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting stretching out across the whole night. No more space for what could have been. I finally take a ball of my own life. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough, and so am I. The recipe still says serves two. I never got around to writing it for one. I have the rice, but somehow double the portion. Like muscle memory hasn't noticed you're gone. I set 2 plates most every evening, then quietly put the second one away. Maybe I'm not cooking for you anymore. Maybe I just don't know another way. This recipe was always for 2. I don't know how to shrink it down to 1. I keep the extra plate in the cupboard, like dinner's not really dinner till it's done. 둘이 먹던 still setting a place for someone who won't come. Sometimes I invite a friend over just because, just so the second plate has somewhere to go. Not because I'm lonely, or maybe I am, but at least the food doesn't go to waste, you know. I set 2 plates most every evening, then quietly put the second one away. Maybe I'm not cooking for you anymore. Maybe I just don't know another way. This recipe was always for 2. I don't know how to shrink it down to 1. I keep the extra plate in the cupboard, like dinner's not really dinner till it's done. 둘이 먹던 습관은 still setting a place for someone who won't come. 오늘은 하나만 차릴게요. Not because I stopped loving how we ate, just because one plate done well can still taste like something great. This recipe is finally just for 1, and it still tastes just as sweet. I think I finally learned how to fill a table meant for only me. 혼자서도 괜찮아요. Cooking a life-sized, just right piece. 6 months late, I picked up the roll of film. Forgot it was even sitting on that shelf. Now I'm holding summer in my hands again, a version of you that doesn't know how this felt. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. negatives, I don't know why. Maybe some part of me still wants the proof that summer happened, that we were real before the ending walked in through the door. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this is the closest I'll get. Just to stop looking for you. The last photo developed is the one I'll finally frame. Not because I'm holding on, but because some light deserves a name. And so quietly the same. Six months late, I picked up the roll of film. Forgot it was even sitting on that shelf. Now I'm holding summer in my hands again. A version of you that doesn't know how this felt. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. I keep the negatives, I don't know why. Maybe some part of me still wants the proof the summer happened, that we were real before the ending walked in through the door. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this same. Not because I'm holding on, but because some light deserves a name. 아직 웃고 있네요. And so quietly, am I the same? We used to trade songs on the same playlist. One from you, one from me, back and forth. You always picked the loud ones, I picked the quiet. Somehow the mix made sense for what it was worth. I still add songs, but only my half. Now the gaps where yours would go, I leave alone. 20 tracks of just my side of the story, playing next to silence like a phone. Her half of the playlist keeps growing while yours just stopped in June. I'm not deleting your songs, I'm just not adding. I'm learning to let half a mixtape be enough too soon. 그자리는 비워둘게요. Not because I'm still waiting for your track to come. Sometimes I shuffle plays your side by accident, and I let it play instead of skipping through. Not because I miss you in that moment, just because good songs are good songs even without you. I still add songs, but only my half. Now the gaps where yours would go, I leave alone. 20 tracks of just my side of the story, playing next to silence like a phone. Or half of the playlist keeps growing while yours just stopped in June. I'm not deleting your songs, I'm just not adding. I'm learning to let half a mixtape be enough too soon. 그자리는 비워둘게요. Not because I'm still waiting for your track to come. 오늘은 새 playlist을 만들게요. Not half of something, just whole, just mine. Every song a choice that's only about me, and I think that sounds pretty fine. No more half a playlist, just a full one. Every track my own. I kept your songs in another folder, somewhere I don't have to visit alone. 그자리는 이제 filled with everything I choose. Three years I kept your voice unopened, like a letter I was scared to read. A single message frozen in October, the last sound of you that's left with me. Tonight the room is quiet enough, my hand is shaking on the phone. I've been so brave holding on to silence, but silence gets so hard to hold alone. Play it now, play it slow, let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know, just saying goodbye to a sound not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think I'm ready to let let it go. You said, call me back like it was nothing. Never knew that it would be your last. I've rehearsed 100 silent answers, standing in the doorway of the past. Tonight the room is quiet enough, the clock stopped needing to move on. I've been so brave, holding on to silence, and the holding's what kept you gone. Play it now, play it slow, let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know. Just saying goodbye to a sound, not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think I'm ready to let it go. 잘 가요 그 목소리, not the boy, just the echo I saved. I'll keep the quiet, not the message, delete the file, but keep the way you made me brave. Play it now, play it last, let your voice walk out the door. I'm not holding on to a voicemail, I'm just finally choosing me before. 그리워도 이제는 I'm ready, I let it go. Every year I write you one more letter, pretend you're waiting somewhere for the mail. I fold each page into a paper crane and hide the words I never learned to say. The jar's getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now, maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your hand. One more year and I still understand. I used to think that silence meant I lost you. Now I think it's just how stories end. Not every letter needs an answer, not every love needs to bend. The jar's getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now, maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your hand. last reply I'll send, and I'm finally okay with where I stand. 나아가요. 그만둬. I let it go, and I understand. There's a puzzle still spread out on the table, 1,000 pieces, we barely did a third. You said we'd finish it some rainy Sunday. That Sunday never came, and neither did a word. I've been staring at the same blue corner, sky pieces scattered like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finish myself. I found a piece that fell behind the couch last week, some part of the picture I thought I'd lost for good. Funny how the missing things come back right when you're ready, right when you should. I've been staring at the same blue corner, sky pieces scattered like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't feel. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finish myself. 마지막 조각을 놓을게요. Not because the picture needs to be whole, just because I wanna see what it looks like, a story I get to finally close. The puzzle's finally finished, 2 pieces missing, but it still looks like the sky. I think that's just what most love stories are. Beautiful even with the gaps, even with goodbye. 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 are just proof that I tried. You used to write my name on the mirror before the shower cleared the fog away. I'd catch it just before it disappeared, a little proof that love could stay even for a day. Just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. I still catch myself reaching for a finger, tracing letters that no one else will see. Maybe I'm not writing this for you anymore. Maybe I'm just learning how to let it be. Now I write it just for me sometimes. Watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. 오늘은 아무것도 안 쓸래요. Just let the glass stay clear and plain. Not every morning needs a message. Some mirrors just reflect without the pain. No handwriting on the mirror, just my own face looking back tonight. Some love was never meant to last forever, but I think that I'll still turn out alright. 사라져도 괜찮아요. I'm learning how to love the fading light. I still buckle the passenger seatbelt, even though there's no one riding next to me. Some habits don't know when to stop driving. Some parts of me are still stuck at 23. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to feel it, just because my hands don't always know. 아직 몸이 기억해요 how to drive like you were always there. Sometimes I catch a stranger's shadow in the window, and for half a second think it's you again. Then the light changes and I'm driving forward alone, but somehow that's okay by then. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to feel it, just because my hands don't always know. 아직 몸이 기억해요 how to drive like you were always there. passenger seat stays empty, unbuckled, and that's alright with me. I'm not driving toward an ending anymore, I'm just driving finally free. I'll take 몸이 기억해도 I'm teaching it a new road to know. Two umbrellas by the door still standing, one you never got the chance to use. I keep them clean, I keep them ready for a rain that never brings back you. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need two umbrellas, one is you and one is just for show, but I keep them folded gently, like our love in a story I still don't let go. 비가 와도 I still leave a space for you to know. The shop still has the one that matches, sitting quiet in the window every day. I never bought another color, some part of me still walks the old way. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need two umbrellas, one is you and one is just for show, but I keep them folded gently, like our love in a story I still don't let go. 비가 와도 I still leave a space for you to know. 오늘은 하나 만들고 나가요, just me under the rain walking alone. Maybe that's how I finally learned that letting go can still feel like home. I don't need two umbrellas, I'll close the spare and let it rest. One is enough for life that's moving, one is enough, and I think I'm doing my best. 비가 와도 나는 걸어가요, I finally leave that space for me instead. Eight months now, and it's still in the cup, standing next to mine like nothing changed. I've thrown out photos, cleared out closets, but somehow this one thing still remains. Maybe it's stupid holding on to plastic, like it means you're coming back tonight. But some goodbyes don't happen all at once, some just sit there in the bathroom light. Your toothbrush is still in my cup, bristles dry but I can't let it go. It's not about you anymore, I think it's about admitting what I already know. 남아있는 건 just a little proof that we were something once. Sometimes I catch myself buying your brand, memory, not missing you, I swear. Then I stand there holding two toothbrushes, wondering why one still gets to stay there. Maybe it's stupid holding on to plastic, like it means you're coming back tonight. But some goodbyes don't happen all at once. Some just sit there in the bathroom light. Your toothbrush is still in my cup, bristles dry but I can't let it go. It's not about you anymore. I think it's about admitting what I already know. 남아있는 건 just a little proof that we were something once. 오늘은 버릴 수 있을 것 같아요. Not with anger, just with quiet hands. This isn't losing you all over again. It's just closing out the very last of our plans. Your toothbrush isn't in my cup. I did it quietly, no drama, no goodbye. It's just an empty space now, and that's okay. I think that's just what growing looks like. 남아있는 건 only me, and I'm finally alright. Three years I kept your voice unopened, like a letter I was scared to read. A single message frozen in October, the last sound of you that's left with me. Tonight the room is quiet enough. My hand is shaking on the phone. I've been so brave holding on to silence, but silence gets so hard to hold alone. Play it now, play it slow. Let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know. Just saying goodbye to a sound, not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think I'm ready to let it go. You said call me back like it was nothing. Never knew that it would be your last. I've rehearsed 100 silent answers, standing in the doorway of the past. Tonight the room is quiet enough. The clock stopped needing to move on. I've been so brave holding on to silence, and the holding's what kept you gone. Play it now, play it slow. Let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know. Just saying goodbye to a sound, not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think the door.